So I was told that you should let people see the process before the product. You know, the journey on how they got there. So I edited one of my sections of my chapter 1 of my book called Unwinding the Body. And I figured I'd just record it because I'm going to read it anyways. So you can watch as I do what I was going to do anyways. I just figured I'd let you join. Okay. Ready? It says, this is the section called Shame, Self-Blame, and Myth of Brokenness. Shame tells you you're too much and not enough in the same breath. It's a voice that whispers, you should have known better. It convinces you that pain is proof of weakness instead of evidence of survival. But shame is not truth. It's the residue of what you endured. How do you say that? That don't sound right. There was a time when I looked at myself and wondered, how did I get here? How did I let it get this far? I was starving without realizing it. Working myself to exhaustion. Sleeping less and less. Letting others take more than I could give. Oh, whoa, my baby. He was stretching. You can't, maybe you can see him. He vibrated the bed. That's what caught my attention. Okay. Sorry. This was intense. Okay. This is very intense. I live this. This is a true story. Okay. This is my life. This is my book. Okay. Okay. I just broke the flow. I know. All right. Cool. You good? Okay. There was a time when I looked at myself and wondered, how did I get here? How did I let it get this far? I was starving without realizing it. Working myself to exhaustion. Sleeping less and less. Letting others take more than I could give. I felt shamed that I hadn't seen it sooner. That I had somehow allowed my strength to slip away. I remember thinking, I used to have a voice. I used to be confident, independent, sure of who I was. Somehow, somewhere along the line, I went quiet. Not submissive, exactly, just muted. I just learned that silence kept the peace, even when it cost me my own. Self-blame is the body attempting to control. When something shatters your sense of safety, the mind searches for a reason. If it was my fault, it thinks, then maybe next time I could prevent it. That illusion of control feels safer than admitting how powerless it once felt to be hurt. Ugh, I didn't like that. That illusion of control feels safer than admitting how powerless it once felt to be hurt. But every time you take the blame for what was never yours to carry, you reinforce the myth of brokenness. The belief that there is something wrong with you instead of something wrong that happened to you. Much of shame is born from trying to control what you can't. You replay every moment, thinking if you've done one thing differently, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Or maybe it just would have ended differently. But the past has already happened. You can't think it out. You can't outthink it. No. You can't outthink it or undo it. Worry feels productive, but it's a liar. It doesn't solve anything. It only keeps your body trapped in the same panic it's desperate to escape. The longer you stay in that cycle, the louder your nervous system screams for relief. Your heart pounds, your chest tightens. There's a hollow ache under your ribs, a pit in your stomach, a constant buzzing in your head that will never turn off. You can't rest. You can't I missed one. You can't eat. You can't rest. You can't think straight because your thoughts won't stop moving. It's like being trapped inside your own mind with no exit. Real talk. Yes. This is truth, okay? You gotta hit this, yeah. You better listen. That's all I gotta say. You better listen to your body. Because I didn't. I know that feeling, the constant fear of what you can't control, the loop of what ifs that never ends. It's not protection, it's self-punishment, and it changes nothing. Worry doesn't rewrite the past, it only erases your peace. You can't rewrite what was, but you can stop giving it the power to own your now, your present. Real healing begins when you stop trying to fix what was never yours to control and start tending to what is. Let the words settle deeper than thought until they meet bone. Read these lines slowly, one at a time. Peace isn't weakness, it's repair. Protect your peace. It's not selfish to guard what keeps you steady. Small steps are also progress. Yep. One step at a time. You don't have to earn rest. Yeah, you don't have to earn rest. Okay? Rest is a necessity, not selfishness. It's not laziness either. Okay? Your body needs rest. This is not in here, but your body needs rest. I swear to God. I hope you hear me. Oh. And when you heal, you sleep a lot. Your body requires sleep. That's how it heals. You know that, right? Your body heals when you sleep. But if you never give it sleep, yeah, all right. I'm just trying to warn you, okay? You can learn the hard way if you want to. Anyway, back to the list. Okay. Small steps are also progress. Yes. Okay. You don't have to earn rest. We went over that. Rest is a necessity, not selfishness. We went over that. Okay. It's okay if you aren't there yet. Yeah, it's okay if you're not there yet. You know what I mean? If you're working on a project and you're trying to see, I want to be this, I want a PhD, I want da 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 da. It's okay. Live in the present, please. I did that. I went to school. I went to 5 different colleges. Yeah, but I never lived in the present. It was always, let's get this grade. I gotta study. I gotta get this career. What happened to smelling the roses? Shit. Like, okay, I'm done. Get off my high horse. Anyway, okay, your body is not the enemy. It's the messenger. Okay? It's the messenger. Even if you're overweight or whatever, your body, you only get one body. Okay? I hope you guys realize this. your soul, if you believe in of higher power or wherever you go, you are just in a meat suit. Have you ever seen Soul? Put you back in your meat suit. But yeah, this is our meat suit is our temple. You know what I mean? This is where we reside. If you don't have this, you don't exist in this world. I hope you know that. Okay. All right. I gotta go down the list. You are not broken. That's because at the beginning of all this, when all hell went, I finally broke. Like, I had to break. My body literally had to break before I stopped. Before I could get out of my head, my body literally had to break. I got punched in the chest at work. Dislocated my rib. That's how I got out of my head. God gave me my pain back. And I was grateful for it. Anyway, my hip is killing me. That's why I had to adjust. My hip is killing me. Alright. Healing isn't linear. Linear meaning a straight line, if you don't know what that means. It's not. And it's not just forward. You go back. I swear to God, you go back. As long as you do 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you still made 1 step forward. So, be 1% better. Just 1%. 1% better than you were the day before. That's it. Just 1%. Step backs don't equal failure. What I just said. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to change your mind. With the career you want to be in, the people you want to be around, the person you want to date, you can change your mind. Doesn't matter how many years you got in, you can change your mind. You've been in this career so long, but I gotta stay here. You can change. You're still here. Why do you guys still do the same thing? And people have the same career their whole entire life. You only get one life. I would like to experience a little bit different things. I'm just saying. I mean, I may be good at this, but you only get one life. So maybe you want to do this and that and this, but you get stuck here because you've been here for so long and you paid for the education and you studied so hard. Or you've been in a relationship and you've been in there for 10 years and we just got to make it work because we already spent all that time. Okay, you want to spend more time? You got to cut your losses. And move on. I'm just saying. You have that option. You do. You have a voice. You just got to use it. Okay. Where are we at? You were allowed to change your mind. What happened was not your fault. Well, that doesn't really apply to me. But in some cases, yeah, well, and I had two different dynamics going on at the same time. So one of them was my fault. The other one, I just had to deal with. It was not my fault. So, what happened was not my fault. Yes. Your body adapts to survival. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm telling you. I didn't recognize my body at the end. I did not. That's why I didn't take hardly any pictures. So I can't show you. Anyway. Safety can be relearned. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm currently in the process, haven't started yet, doing EMDR for PTSD. So we'll see how it goes. You are allowed to set boundaries. You know, I was never taught boundaries, to be honest. I didn't hear about boundaries until I was like this age. Like, I'm 38. We didn't talk about boundaries. To me, if you say boundaries, I think of a property. It has boundaries, you know, like, but with people and no, nobody taught me that. Growing up, I just saw nurturing. That's all I saw. Catering and nurturing. There was no boundaries. Or respect, really. No wonder I ended up the way I did. Anyway, you get to move at your own pace. I really have to embody that because I'm 38 and I don't feel like I really accomplished much. You know, I don't have a family. I didn't reproduce. I didn't get married. I don't have a family. And yes, that bothers me. But the way I chose to live my 10 years of that life was to I isolated myself. That's just how I was. I'm an introvert. There's a lot of people out there that are introverts. So I just went to work and came home. I even had a membership and I didn't even go. I went one time. We had a Pilates class. I went one time. It was fun. But it was like at noon and I worked night shift. So that means I had to wake up in the middle of my night to go. You know what I mean? So it just, anyway, that's why I really didn't go. Because it didn't line up with my time. If the Pilates class was at night, then yeah. But no. But before I left, the teacher stopped me. Granted, I've never been there. This is my first time. It was my first time going there. She asked me, how long I've been doing this. I was like, it's my first class. I was a dancer, you know, I don't know. I liked Pilates, but I just never really did it. It wasn't part of my life. And she said, you're a natural. Like, I look like an instructor. Yeah, she did. Ironically, that's kind of what I want to do. Yeah, I love Pilates. I have a whole thing of different things of Pilates, like pelvis, Pilates, things that I've had issues with that I don't know how to target them. So I found ones that actually target what I need to target. And I could teach you. Like I'm teaching you right now. Okay, back to the book. The book is called Unwinding the Body. Just FYI. If you missed it, I'm just saying. Okay. Your body adapts to survival. Safety can be relearned. Yes. You are allowed to set boundaries. That's where we were on. Okay. You get to move at your own pace. Okay, we talked about that one. You're allowed to stop proving your worth. Yeah. I have a shirt that says that. Shirt that says let them judge you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them, let them talk. Let them gossip. Because I believe in Jesus. I don't know if you do. If you believe in higher power. I don't know what you believe in. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. I just hope you know that there's something greater than you. That's all I want. That's it. Okay? But yes. My shirt that says, you don't need to prove your worth. God already affirmed it. So, yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's done with the list. Okay, we're back to book. Those are things I would like you to read to yourself out loud, because you need to do it out loud. That's how I studied. Your brain learns 3 different ways. You read it, you hear it, and you say it. Those are 3 different ways. So in order to really make it stick, you need to hear it. So you can just read it, but it's not really going to stick. You got to say it out loud. So it's through your mouth in audio, in your ears. And then it sticks a lot better. Unless you go through some shit and then you can't remember anything. I don't want to laugh, but yeah. True story. True story. Okay. When you read, when you read, don't rush to understand. Okay. Let each line move through you like breath. The mind will want to grasp, define, and interpret, but the body understands differently. It doesn't need to analyze. It needs to feel it. Because trauma lives below thought. It isn't stored in logic. It's stored in sensation. Healing begins when meaning is felt, not understood. Don't try to figure the words out. Let them travel through you, past logic, past meaning, into sensation. Notice where they land. A tightness in your throat, warmth in your chest, butterflies in your stomach, or a hollow ache beneath your ribs. When something stirs, pause. Don't explain it. Just breathe and let your body speak. If your mind climbs back in with questions, bring awareness lower. Feel the weight of your butt anchor to the surface beneath you. Feel the pull of gravity through your feet. Let your belly rise and fall as you breathe, noticing the sides and back of your ribs gently widening with each exhale. It's called diaphragmatic breathing, by the way. That's how you do it. Let the words sink below thought, through skin, through emotion, through bone, until they rest in the stillness underneath it all. To me, that would be the soul. This is where real understanding lives. Not in what you think the words mean, but in what your body remembers when you stop trying to think. That's how wisdom moves from information to integration. When language becomes sensation, and sensation becomes knowing. That's the end of that section. And then I follow it with a journal self-reflection. It says, think of a time when shame or self-blame took hold of you. What did it show up? Where did it show up in your body? Throat, stomach, chest, jaw, or even behind the eyes? What was the message underneath it? I should have known. I should have seen it. I should have left sooner. What did your body actually need in that moment? Space, kindness, rest, to be believed? Choose one of the affirmations above and read it again, slowly. Where does it land now? And then I follow it with a quote, because I love quotes. So every section has a journal reflection and a quote. I think there's like 5 or 6 sections in a chapter. Yeah. This one quote is, understanding isn't what you think. It's what you feel when the words finally reach bone. I don't know if I like bone. I may rewrite that, to be honest, because I like it in the soul. Probably just change the word to soul. Anyways, that was behind the scenes. Check you later. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Bye.